I definitely did not spill my coffee just before I started filming. Ooh. Now I'm having a problem. I will just write for as long as I can. I have not lived my day so far like it's going to be a 5k day. Hi, I'm Eleanor Howlett, and today I'm going to be working on my novella Rising to Worth, changing it from a short story into a novella. It is Thursday the 14th. It's midday, it's 10 past 12, which is not as early as I would have liked to have started writing, but I woke up at 6. Well, okay. My alarm went off at 6 a.m. this morning, but the last 2 days I've also got up at 6 a.m. and I struggled getting up this morning. I didn't get up till 6:30, which is still fairly early, all things considered, but it feels, I don't know, my morning was really slow and I didn't sit down to write until now. But I am sitting down to write now, and I thought I opened that. I did not. Let's open the file and then maybe I can actually get some writing done. I'm working on part 2 of Rising to Worth today. If Scrivener ever opens, I will be able to remember exactly what I am planning on doing. I do remember that where I finished last time, in the last vlog, because I haven't worked... Oh, no, okay. I did work on this once since the last vlog. 2 days ago, on Tuesday. I keep thinking it's Wednesday, it's Thursday. I worked on this on Tuesday, but all I did on Tuesday was essentially just typing up the first bit of the short story. I changed a few details, I made it read better, but there was nothing really new there. I am a bit concerned that today isn't going to be there's not really going to be much new today either, because the next section of the story is from the short story. Although I think I had a couple of plans in my notebook for part 2, and I think I did want to take it in a slightly different direction, so I have filled this so much. I almost need a new one. I'm really excited for getting a new one because I love a good notebook. And this is probably one of my favourite notebooks I've ever had, because look at how big it is. It's bigger than my face. This is how much I've got left. This. 90 pages. I'm too excited about this. Okay, I have my Rising to Worth notes. That said part 1. My other notes are behind. Yes, here we go. Oh. Yes, I will be changing this. I will be changing the second part a fair bit. So, okay, I finished this section. Let's pull up a fresh draft. At the moment, I really am just typing up exactly word for word what I wrote in the short story, because this part of the short story was pretty solid and it doesn't really need much editing, at least not right now. I'm just trying to get the story down. I'm not trying to focus too much on improving every single sentence. That will come later. But I just had to stop because two things. First of all, I'm writing in British English and Scrivener is American, so all of the British English spellings it highlights as wrong, which is very annoying because sometimes I second guess myself and I then have to Google, how do you spell pajamas? No, that is how you spell pajamas in Britain. That is how we spell pajamas. Also, is it just me who, if I catch sight of a red line in my peripheral vision, I have to go back and correct that word or add it to the dictionary if I know that it's right. I have to do it. Like, I cannot keep writing when there's a red line on the page. I have to sort it out. I don't edit as I go, but I do if I notice in my peripheral vision, if my eyes flick back over the previous sentence and I notice a typo, a spelling error, I have to correct it. Like, I cannot continue until I know that what I've written is correct. Most of the time, I don't even think about it. It's automatic for me to just correct a word and then keep writing as normal. So yeah, I just wondered if I'm the only one who does that, if other people do that too. I'd be interested to know. And I feel like this is just a lot of procrastinating, so on with the writing. I've still barely even had any coffee, so I'm kind of struggling here. This novella I'm writing it in the first person present tense, which is not a tense that I usually write in. I realise I'm much happier writing third person past tense. It's just, I find that easier. I like it more. I feel like I can give an overview of the situation rather than having to describe the situation through one character's eyes. I still do third person close, so you're still getting the close kind of interpretation of events by the main character, and you're still seeing things through her lens, but I find it easier to, when a character enters a room, I can describe the room even if the character is like barreling in there, furious, not looking at the room. I can still kind of describe the room, sneak things in there. That's probably a really bad example. But yeah, whereas when you're in first person, I find it harder because the character has to be looking at something for it to be described. The character has to notice something for it to be noticed. Anyway, so this short story, I decided to just have some fun with it and write it in first person present tense, which I really enjoyed. I think it works really well. However, I am not used to writing first person present tense, and there are some places where I feel like I might be getting it kind of wrong. So one of my weaknesses is struggling with knowing when to put something in italics as a direct thought and when to include it as part of the narration. I do struggle with that. I mean, it's a detail that I'll work out in editing, but I just thought that I'd mention it here because it's something that I'm just thinking about and I want to not think about it, but also I can't help thinking about it. But yeah. And I still have not... I'm about halfway through my coffee, so I am not going to stop writing until I finish my coffee. So, time for another writing sprint. I've written nearly 600 words now. And I've gotten to the point where I need to change it. Well, not change it, but I need to add in a scene before the next event can happen, because otherwise I feel like it just happens too fast. Now that this is a novella, I actually have the time to explore the characters' relationships more fully and hopefully create a bigger emotional impact later on in the story. So this is the time where I'm going to be writing off script, as it were. I had an idea for the scene that I wanted to insert here, but I realised I actually put that scene in the first part because it fit in the first part. So I don't know what to do now. I'm just trying to think. Oh, I said I had almost 600 words. I lied. I have 529 words, which is not almost 600 words. I guess I was subconsciously trying to make myself feel better about the amount that I'd written. 500 words is respectable, but not if I want to be finishing this in 3 weeks. This is the end. This is the last day this week that I'm working on Rising to Earth, so I wanted to finish part 2 today, but each part I'm aiming for around 5,000 words, so that's not, this is not going to be a 5k day. I know that this is not going to be a 5k day. I have not lived my day so far like it's going to be a 5k day. It's almost 1 p.m. and I haven't even had lunch yet. I haven't had lunch, I haven't done the washing up, I haven't done any laundry, I haven't done my push-ups, I haven't. All I've done today is beta reading and editing my last vlog, so, and 500 words. That's not enough. I've almost finished my coffee, so I might just go and get more. Well, this is my 3rd coffee of the day, so this is my last coffee, but I might get some tea and think about where I want to take the scene. I might also just do the dishes as well. Tick one thing off the to-do list. Yeah. So it's now nearly 3:30 and I really wanted to get 5k today. The day did not go as planned, okay? I will just write for as long as I can. Instead of still aiming for 5k, I might just aim for 2,500 words, so only 2 more thousand words than I've got at the moment. I feel like that's more manageable. It's definitely doable. I'll probably work from 4 till about, I don't know, 5:30, 6 whenever Billy gets home. Then I'll take a break, have some dinner, and then I might do some more writing in the evening. It really depends. I don't know if I'll film in the evening if I do some writing, although I will at least let you know my word count. But yeah, that's my plan for the afternoon. So I have not yet written a single word because I think I said earlier I've reached a point where I need to write a completely new scene and I'm having a lot of trouble with it. And I just looked at my notes right now because I do remember drafting like a very, very brief overview of what I wanted to put in each section of the novella. The problem is I was very vague in my plan, if I can even call it that. And now I'm having a problem. I think that I know what I want to do. Even just talking it through now, I think I do know what I want to do, but I don't think that it's going to take up that many words. So I'm going to try and write that now, but I'm struggling. It is so dark outside now. Wow. It's almost 5:30 now. I'm currently sitting at 926 words, which is almost 1,000. So 1,500 words left to go, pretty much. And that is exciting. Yeah. The reason I stopped is because I ended up basically doing a bit of, not description, backstory, but it's interesting information. It's interesting information. It all affects the plot. It all kind of gives you a bit more of the picture of what is going on. It's fleshing out the picture of the world. But suddenly, the last line that I wrote brought it all back to this event that happened earlier. And I was just so excited. Like, I didn't plan that. Like, I did not plan to link this backstory back to the event that happened earlier, but I just did. And I just think it's so incredible when things like that happen naturally, when I just feel like this whole time that I've been writing this story, I swear, it is writing itself. Like, everything that happens makes sense. It feels more well thought out than I could ever think it. I mean, I didn't even have a plan for this. I'm just writing it. I have scribbled notes here and there, but it is just me writing and hoping for the best. And oh my goodness, I'm in my flow now. I'm in the zone. It's all working out, and I'm gonna keep writing and see how much more I can get done. 1,500 words, here I come. Sitting at 1,200 words now, I've finished this scene. I think I'm gonna move on to, there's gonna be a small amount of a new scene which is building up to the argument, because I interrupted the scene in the short story to add a scene, so I can't just jump straight into the argument, because that would be coming out. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna jump around. But I'm just wrapping up this scene, and I'm just wondering, how dark should I go? Because obviously this novella is about an assassin. It's pretty dark. She kills people, it's her job. Should I go really dark? Should I just give in and just make this really, really dark? Or should I try to keep it not light-hearted? It's not a light-hearted piece, but should I try to... I feel like though, if you're reading this story in the first place, you're not someone who's shy of death. You're not someone who doesn't like death. You're probably not someone who can't, I don't want to say see the humor in death, but you're not someone who can't appreciate dark humor. So maybe I should just be dark and write it in and possibly reevaluate in editing. That is what I will probably do. That is what I will do. Anyway, now that I've talked that through, I'm at 1,221 words. I want to get to at least... Well, I want to get to 2,500. I've said this before. I'm saying it again. It's time to get writing. $3,406 words. That is not bad for a day's writing. I didn't think I would get that many. I was aiming for 2,500 and I got nearly 1,000 more words than that. So I want to get at least 1,000 more words in this section of the story, even though this is a really good place to leave it off. I kind of just want to end this section there. So I might have to rethink my 5,000 words per each of the 5 parts theory, but I'll deal with that when I have to deal with that, probably next Tuesday. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there because I am tired and I've done a pretty good amount today. Definitely more than I thought I was gonna get. Well, not more than I thought I would get at the beginning of the day when I said I wanted to get 5K, but 3.5K is definitely pretty good. Also, no, yeah, I'm right, it is Thursday, it is about, anyway. Hi, I'm Alana Howlett, and it is Thursday, so today I'm going to be working on my novel. I don't know why that was so hard for me to do. It sounds like it's raining. I don't think it is raining. I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds like rain. I don't know. Beat to read